gonna kind of fade cut to Zed back at Beacon Apartments. Zed, how are you? What are you doing?
Zed is in their apartment. Alf has made himself at home everywhere. In my head, it was Zed trying to chase Alf out of like everything because he is in everything because that's what he was trained to do is infiltrate and go into everything. So it's going to be a hard thing to untrain. So their apartment is a lot more of a mess than it typically is. But I think that they would. They have no idea how long they're going to be gone, so they're just going to pack a bunch of stuff into an easy carry duffel bag-ish thing. They'll do like a very, just to say that they did, they'll do just like a little just cursory search of like vans that are driving. I think that she knows enough about like outside of the city to know that there is not an El Dorado anything out there, but there's something that sure sounds like El Dorado that's out there.
The Embarcadero.
The Embarcadero. So I think she would just do like just a brief like skim, see if there's anything notable from way out yonder. Just to say that they did. Ooh, how's about this one, which is hit the streets, which is I go to a contact for help because I have a contact named Ripwave who knows a lot of things.
So you're leaving Beacon Apartments, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I think I would do it on my way out. I think there is that like I go to each room and just like knock and there's not really an answer, or there's like noise but not an affirmation noise, or it's, you know, Jed and I don't want to know what the noises are.
You get close to Jed's curtain, all you hear is it's like a horror movie every time you pass it. As you get to the front door, you whip the front door open, and there's a man standing there, and he's wearing a tie-dye shirt. He's got a bandana around his head. He's wearing sandals, and he has like one cyber leg, and he just goes, "Hello," and you recognize him as Gunnar Wallstead, the Rainbow's Edge terrorist that was at the Nautilus base. He's one of the people who attacked the Nautilus base. And he's just standing there. He seems to have a duffel bag with him, and he's just standing there with his hand up, like hello.
I look one way and then the other. What are you doing here?
Oh, oh man, this is so embarrassing. And then all of a sudden you get an email from Casper.
I will open it.
It says, "Hello, thank you for taking on this precious gentleman." It says that's the title of the title of the email, and the email essentially says, "Hello, this is Gunnar Wallstead. He is now in witness protection thanks to his information about a possible betrayer and/or traitor at OTEC Ocean Facilities. Thanks to his interception of the transmission that told Sino that all the bases would be not thoroughly defended. He is now in witness protection under Militech security. So they made it so that he now lives at Beacon Apartments."
Gunna, is it?
Yeah, the ghost man, the scary ghost man with the sunglasses said that I live here now. Is that cool? I could come back a different time.
No, let's is this everything that you have?
Yeah, this is more than everything I have, actually. This is just a bag. There's nothing in it.
All right.
I swear, officer. He starts to sweat a little bit.
No, none of that now. All right. I think there's one vacant place. There might be some leftover things there that you can take advantage of while you're here. And they'll go back inside. They'll get them set up on the second floor. somewhere somewhere
He
like
probably picked the 5th floor. In all honesty, nobody lives up there, and he loves Kip.
that is, you know what?
Despite being thrown out of 6-story
1000%. I'm gonna put him right up there. It's very well, welcome home, I guess.
Oh, thanks, man. If you need any favor, I could return this favor so hard, man. You just ask me anything, I'll do anything. I'll do the dishes. I'll do the laundry or once, and I'll do anything you ask, man. Anything. But thank you so much. I've never had a place this big. It's not very big.
It's not very big.
It's huge.
Right. So I typically I'm gonna give you my phone number in case you need anything. I'm not technically the land person here. There's not really one, but I just kind of am in a way. But if I could, I'm just gonna snap his picture real quick. And I'm gonna send it to Kells and say, "Do you want this help?" Question mark.
And it's a picture of him going.
Kells just says that, sure.
Gunna, how would you like to go on an adventure that is a little less on the open ocean?
Oh man, I mean, yeah, I could do that. I'm busy until. No, I'm not busy. I could help.
All right. Do you have any weapons?
He pulls a giant gun out of his duffel bag. It's like a machine, not a machine gun, but it's like an assault rifle. I got this.
All right, good. Well, I would say pack anything you might need for a decent trip, but you have done that already. All right. Well, let's welcome Gunna to everything here. Beacon Apartments is home away from home. Let's go. And Zed's gonna go back to returning to go to elsewhere.
Hey, all right, man. I guess while you go to do your thing, Gunnar will set himself up at home.
Yeah.
So you wanted to hit the streets?
Yes, I want to go and go meet up with Rip Wave and see if Rip Wave can maybe pull a little information about this very, very obscure intel that I got from my companion. Sounds
good. While you're doing that, we'll cut back to Kells and Micah. I want to say the afternoon has gone by a little bit more. They're actually starting to build a bonfire, but they haven't lit it yet because they can't work all the time. they got to do their thing. But how is it going at the Brink?
Did we plan any? I think we've been hanging out. I don't think we planned. I think we have we've assembled who has what vehicles are left, including Micah's and mine. Who will at least be a part of this job in 5 or 6 days, and the basics of what we got in weaponry / gear.
Alrighty. So you have, as far as your equipment goes, I'm sure you both brought your motorcycles, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you said you have your drones, which, Micah, you could probably build one in that downtime.
That's what I'm working on.
Yeah, and then guns, you have whatever guns you've had. I mean, if you wanted, you could potentially help build a car or something like that too, like a battle car kind of thing, nomad battle car. Okay. And then Kells, have you gone around camp at all to figure out anything else about what happened to all of your friends, or did you want to check in with any, or try to check in with anybody if they're even there?
I think he was closest to, Scratch was his best contact there, and if Lila's not there, I think he would go to where he used to stay. He would go to Lila's place, just kind of look around a little bit. I think these are a mix of trailers and tents and not full-on homes, but kind of look through and just kind of see if how much damage is done, stuff like that. Anything of note.
Sad. There's dramatic music playing as the desert wind kicks in and the sun starts to set over the desert horizon. It looks pretty and shit. but it's sad, I swear. um, Alrighty. With that, Zed, why don't you roll me hit the street?
That's a total of 10.
Oh my, you get a little
Success.
something extra, and you get what you want. So you meet up with Rip. Where do you meet up?
I think there's like a diner, or what it claims to be a diner, but it's really just like a bar that's just like called the diner. And it's really bad. It's very bad, but it's
It used to be a
favorite
diner,
place.
but the kitchen hasn't worked.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
taps still do.
Yeah, it's Rip's favorite place. So I was like, I'll treat you. Just meet me here, please. Pretty please.
So you meet up. Rip's already there, and he's already gotten a beer, and he's waiting for you. And he's like, "Oh, hey, how's it going, Zed?"
Rip, it is always a delight to see you in person. You slide up next to him.
And he gives you a pat on the back, and he's like, get one from my friend here." What do you want to know?
So there's a little something happening out with the nomad tribes out in the desert. There's supposedly some kind of a van, some sort of a large vehicle that a few folk that I know of are planning to change ownership of.
Oh man, you're talking about the. Oh, okay. So he kind of looks around a little bit. He's like, "Yeah, I've heard speakings of. I don't know all of the specifics, but
any specifics you got for me are
I do
better
know
than
that
what
there is definitely a hot ticket item that is about to be rolling down the Embarcadero. It is the best secrets that could be kept about the damn thing are in place. Like the truck. It's a truck, first of all. It's not a van. It's like a semi. The thing is huge. Don't really know what make it is. I know it's going to be a white semi because that's what everybody's talking about on the airwaves, you know. But don't know what's in it because again, secrets. That cookie's hard to crack. So that must mean that it's something big, like potentially Arasaka or Militech big, you know. And it's going to be going down a certain route. It's unfortunately the worst kept secret of mankind because almost every nomad knows about it and almost every nomad wants it, whatever it is.
Right. Do you expect then there's going to be a pretty hefty security with it?
I think it's going to try to keep itself slightly secret. Like it'll have some security for sure, but it might not look like a lot. But it might be more than it looks like. You know what I mean?
I do indeed.
But the security might be the least of your concerns. Every other nomad on the face of the planet might be more of your concern.
Yeah, well, hopefully, I'll have a few of those. Me and my friend will have a few of those on their side. Wink.
Oh man, it's gonna be pretty dangerous. Tell you what, as a thing of giving you something a little extra. Tell you what, you don't have one of those fancy bulletproof vests, right? Why don't you take one of mine? You know how I keep like 6 of them in my truck?
I did wonder why you kept that habit.
Just in case. Just take one of mine. I got 5 more. I'll be fine.
All right.
That'll keep you, because I know you had that incident not too long ago about Tower.
Yeah.
How's it healing, by the way?
Indigestion was one of my worst issues, and now it's kind of that plus a little something I can't quite explain. So, lots of stretches. Lots of stretches. It doesn't help, but it did. Someone said somewhere that stretching helps something.
Yeah, that sounds good. I know one of my friends got shot in the gut too. It's not fun. Not fun at all.
Yeah, it's not good, but I thank you for that. I will try not to get shot anywhere except for in this vest.
That's good. If I figure out anything else, I'll try to let you know via, airwaves.
I appreciate
it. But
and then I'll pay for these 2 drinks plus 3 more and finish mine. And then leave Rip to the rest of whatever kind of drinks that he wants and stop by his car, get a bulletproof vest, which I'm gonna write down over here.
Nice. That gives you. I think there's a thing on the Discord that tells you what it gives you as far as armor bonuses for.
Excellent.
So yeah.
Awesome. And then I guess I'll drive back to Beacon Apartments, pick up my wayward son.
Do you bring Alf?
I should. That thing will eat my entire house if I don't. I am going to bring my other wayward son with me as well.
My 2 sons.
My 2 sons. Me and my 2 sons. The new
Oh, Jesus, you
sitcom.
bringing that thing? That horrible demon? Remember?
Yes.
Gunner got trapped in the vents with
Yes.
Alf at one point.
Yes, I am.
Is
You have a
this
problem with
because
that?
is this because of me?
You were an unforeseen situation that I now have to deal with. So yes, both you and Alf are coming with me.
Okay.
If you don't like this arrangement, you can just continue on your way. You don't have to stay here, and I cannot guarantee your safety anymore.
I mean, that seems like it's anywhere where I go, but Casper said I'd be safe if I stay here. So I'll just do whatever you say. You know what? I'll just do whatever you say, man. If you need me to sit in the back seat with this horrible little monster for how long is that drive? It's like 5 or 6 hours.
You can sit in the front seat. Alf can have the whole back to himself.
Oh, but I'm also very shy. It's the thing.
All right, then you sit in the back, and Alf will sit in the front, and you can have the whole back seat to yourself.
Oh, can I kick my feet out the window? They need to aerate for sure.
Yes, I would prefer that than keeping them in my vehicle. All right, please make yourself comfortable.
And then the drive commences.
And
Did
Zed
you forget the bucket?
Oh. They would get to the end of like the block and then like skid to a stop. Hang on. And then it would go back and get the bucket of things.
Smash cut. Bucket.
And the Alpha like pops up carrying something in their mouth.
With that, I want to say time goes by. You do make it to the Brink. It is night now. There's a big bonfire going on in the middle of the circle of RVs and stuff, or what's left of it. You notice, of course, that it's all busted and disheveled. You've never been here, but you can't imagine that this is how it's supposed to be. And yeah, Kells, Micah, what are you doing?
Roasting cheese with Scratch.
We're
roasting cheese over the bonfire.
It's got a giant thing of cheese on it. It's got a fire on it. The leaning tower of cheese. He just shoves it flame and all inside of his mouth.
It's beautiful every time.
I'm not being subtle with who this is.
Yeah, just kind of hanging out, drinking, casually eating around the bonfire, just enjoying this kind of that he missed in the past, however long he's been in Night City.
Alrighty.
And talking with Micah and Scratch. And we'll see Zed when they pull up. What does Zed drive?
I shared a picture of it somewhere.
You drove it at one point too.
Yeah, I know.
The first time it's come up.
Like 90% of what Zed owns, black. But it's pretty slick. It's pretty much a muscle car, but like it's like a very slim muscle car. It's like the Batmobile, but less spiky, I think is how it's best described. But they exit their car and like they're very annoyed because I foresee our good boy Gunner doesn't stop talking the entire time.
The entire ride.
And Zed is one for words, but Zed is not one for Gunner's words. And
he always brings up really awkward stuff. He's like, man, remember when you shot my friend in that boat the other day? Literally last night.
Literally last night.
He was my
Correct.
best friend. He stood up at my wedding, but we got a divorce, so it's cool. Just everything
like-
you don't want to talk about.
Yeah, Zed gets out, and like holds the door open and lets Alf come out and closes the door. Doesn't let Gunnar out. It's not locking him in, but like just like looks around, sees something that looks like there's other people there, and will walk in that direction.
Zed, try this cheese.
Screw yeah.
They're fancy.
Hello to you too. Your bucket is in my car, as is our new companion, apparently. According to Casper, we now have a new tenant at our apartment who is now here working with us. So,
Oh, really? That's cool. Who are they?
They'll eventually get here. No, it is Gunnar, who we have met before. We met them at the just yesterday even. Kip was threatening to weld them together.
Didn't we throw him out a window or something?
We certainly did, and now they are here.
Sedacious.
Why did you bring Gunnar?
I will point to Kells.
I actually didn't recognize him at first glance. I thought that guy died. But
okay.
Just the three, not like Lux with the big guns or Kip or anyone.
Yeah, where's Lux? I feel like
I haven't seen Lux.
Speaking of Lux, almost at that exact time, as if it's serendipitous or something like that. Kells, you get a text from Lux. Zed, you get a text from Lux.
Lux.
Open.
Kells just get a text that says busy, but it shows like a list, and like one name is circled a few times, and it just says busy. Zed, do you even look at it?
Yeah, I will.
Oh, it just says, "Hey, where are you?"
Wait, is Zed's name circled on the list?
Kells looks at Zed.
Oh no.
Oh no. I will close it and put that away for later when I'm not surrounded by other people and have time to think about the answer.
All right. I mean, yeah, you can drive, right? You got a nice car.
I sure can. I got a little bit of this van that you were talking about is not a van, but I got a little bit of more information on it.
All right.
And I will word vomit all the information that I got from Wave. Blah blah. Semi truck. Something's in there. Perhaps security. All the other nomads want it. The end. Essentially.
Truck. Got it. All right. Cool. So not a van.
Big truck.
Got it.
It's a very large truck. Very large truck. But yes, to answer your question, I can drive. Is this a situation in which I have to drive my car?
I think there's probably an extra. I mean, like, we could try to soup up your car, me and Micah, or like we could probably give you. I mean, there's an extra something around here.
I just want my car to survive whatever this encounter is. It's not exactly made for off-road driving.
We'll make it for off-roading. It just won't be pretty.
Not a problem. Throw a few extra wheels on there and we are good.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever you have to do, I guess, if there's not an extra one.
Is there an extra one?
Is there an extra
Battle car? Yeah, there's an extra battle car if
Okay.
you want it.
Cool. I would like my car to be in one piece, please.
But it'll be in one piece.
I would like it to remain in the condition it is in, please.
Oh, all right. Important clarification.
Alrighty, with that, or did you have something?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask. So Kells, I don't know if you expressly said, but I assume by the way that you are here with these individuals, is this where you're from?
This is where I've been. Yeah, it's where I spent a lot of my time growing up and living. Yeah.
It seems to have seen better days.
It does.
I'm
That's
sorry for that.
Thanks. I appreciate you coming out. That's why we're trying to do this job and help out the Brink.
All right. that's a lot better than, hey, we're gonna go steal a van, or
I was just caught up in the. I was caught up in the moment, meeting up with friends, and had to make it quick.
I get you. All right. Well. All right. Is there a plan? Do you have a plan? Is there a plan?
Well, we got a lot of cars, so I figured we just, kind of see the truck driving, and then we, probably surround it, create some sort of like blow up its tires or something. I don't know. We usually think on the fly here. The Brink is not known for the planning skills.
All right. I do want to, and she'll kind of address, like, I guess, Scratch. Is that who is this? Is that the three of them? Kells, Scratch, and Micah. I do want to hit home that there are other nomad tribes that are going to be wanting this thing as well. And
holy shit! Is that an otter? Scratch cuts you off.
Yes, and let's just kind of scoop Alf into my lap. Yes, it is.
I'm sorry. You were talking, but you can't just that was. It's been sitting there for a bit now, and I just had to ask.
It certainly is. In a moment, you are welcome to pet it. Should Alf let you pet it?
Can it breathe? Like, do I need to get some water, or like?
Can Alf eat cheese?
I mean, Alf probably, yeah.
Hand him a cheese cube.
And then it does that weird squeak.
But the other nomad tribes that are going to be wanting a piece of this pie, so to speak.
Oh yeah.
That's I think that is something important to consider.
Yeah, we thought about that.
Did and what was the outcome of that thinking?
Roll with the punches when they land. You know what I mean?
All right. It's best to avoid punches when you can.
Can I roll a research just to know if I know any cursory other nomad clans in this area or around?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, you can do that.
I have a -1 mind, so let's see. 7. And an 8 minus 1 is a 7, so not a failure.
You just wanted to know about other tribes?
Yeah. Who or what is related, or I guess who or what is related to this? What other tribes are in the area?
Yeah, sure. As far as along that route, I guess, is kind of more so not necessarily the ones around you. The ones around you is just the Gammas, and then there's a pretty good distance between any other tribes. The Gammas are the only ones that tend to bully you. But as far as people who would be interested along this route, you know that it goes right through Guzzler territory, which are like a gas guzzler themed tribe, because you're Disney skateboarding movie themed in their gas. Correct. But they definitely basically the aesthetic Roadhog from Overwatch, that kind of look. They have a lot of gas masks. They have spikes all over them and chains, and all of their vehicles spew this giant black smoke out of them because they really like to just do that. But they're a pretty violently known tribe too, so you know that they might be an issue. There's also the an offshoot of the Chromers, actually. They are in Night City, but they also have a tribe outside of the city that they sometimes retreat to, and chances are they might be around there because you made them retreat at some point. So they're along that route, but you aren't sure. They're a little bit further away from the route, so you aren't sure how much they'd be into that, or if they've regrouped since you beat their ass in a few years back. But that's the only two that really strike these guys might actually get the gusto to do this kind of thing. There's a couple other tribes that just kind of like to keep to themselves and don't really do anything violent, but those two kind of strike out to you.
I will relay that to everyone, I guess, that I think these two are the ones that could be involved closest by.
Well,
at least it's only 2.
You think it's going to be easier or harder to take over the van before or after the others try. I don't know. On the one hand, if we take it first, that might be beneficial since it's supposedly not super well guarded. Or we could let someone else do the dirty work and take it from them.
I'm hoping there's a big, like, kind of chaotic thing and we just try to get in and get out during all the chaos of everyone attacking at once. That's... I mean,
this guy gets it.
Yeah, our
Scratch
specialty here is, like, the speed thing. We're not so good at the everything else.
Zed's just kind of sitting there petting Alf and just thinking, what the hell have I gotten into?
You just see Gunner in the background. Holy crap, is that a fire? That's a huge fire, man. Is that cheese too? Why, man, I love this place.
Gunner's gotta get out more.